banks just paid me another six figures completely tax-free. Refinancing in properties is one of the most attractive aspects of real estate investing. But how does it work? How do I refinance, and when do I know it's actually safe to refinance? So the first thing to note is you can only refinance if your property has grown in value. To illustrate this, I'll give you a basic example. One of my properties grew from around 900,000 Rand to 1.5 million Rand in value because I renovated the property and I bought in the right location. Now, how do I access that 600 or 500,000 Rand of growth in the property? Well, I can sell the property, but I don't want to sell the property. I like the property. Okay. The second option I have is to refinance the property. So this is basically where I go back to the banks and I say, hey guys, listen, my property is increased in value. I would like to loan another 100 or 200 or 300,000 Rand against this property. And I can because I bought it for 900,000. It's worth 1.5 or 1.4, right? So the banks will do two checks. They will check that the property values has indeed increased. How do they do that? They look at the transfer reports. What has properties actually been sold for? Most of the times they use that. The second thing is they will look at your personal affordability. Can you afford this extra debt? And if they're happy with those two things, and in simple terms, they will extend you that money that you've loaned now against a property. And there's no taxes on that money because you loan it against the property, right? It's technically a loan. The second thing is, when is it safe to actually refinance? Now, if you've got a property that's losing you 3,000 or 4,000 Rand a month, it's not viable to refinance because for every 100,000 Rand at the current moment over 30 years that you refinance, it's going to cost you 900 to 1,000 bucks a month. All right, give take. So if you're losing 4,000 Rand in your property a month and you refinance 1,000 Rand, it's gonna cost you more. So you have to buy smart cash flow real estate deals. So in my example, my property was making me, I think it was around 2 to 3,000 Rand a month cash flow positive. So if I refinance 100,000 Rand or more, I can possibly break even or still make 1,000 bucks off that real estate and have the cash to do my next deal. So that's in essence how refinancing work and when it's actually safe to do it. On this channel, we believe in fundamental real estate deals that cash flow in good locations. So if you like that, if you're interested in that, follow this channel, give us a like if this has been valuable to you, and I'll see you in the next one.